Hello.
Hello, hi, how are you?
Good, good.
Yeah, so we have seen a connectivity program. In that, there was an AWS account. Then we had a VPC, right? So with this VPC, we are connecting a VPN. Okay. So now, because we are dealing the concept of VPC, so now an additional concept comes in that how we can connect a VPN connection in AWS. I think you can get confused with the VPN concept that we were following a complete VPN topic. No, we were not dealing with the VPN completely. We are just understanding VPN in context with the VPC. Okay. So today we have to follow this lab. Okay. So why VPN is there? We have understood earlier also because VPN is virtual private network. Okay. So why it is used with VPC? Because VPC provides two subnets. Okay. Either you can create a public subnet and you can also create a private subnet. Now this public subnet has the ability to connect to the internet gateway and directly access the internet. Right? But this private doesn't have that facility. Okay. Still, what we do that if they want to connect it with the internet, we use NAT gateway in the public, right? Similarly, what we do in case of VPN, we have a private subnet and this private subnet is connected with the public subnet. Now we want that nobody can access this subnet while they are accessing this public subnet. So understand this in this way. This is a website. Everybody can go and search this website, say Google website. Everybody on the internet go and check whatever is going on the Google website. But connected with it, we have a database. In another network, say in subnet, we have a database of Google. Now we don't want that this database anybody can access. So here we provide an extra security to it by connecting it to the virtual private network. So if anybody wants to access this subnet, they have to go through this VPN and then they'll be able to access the subnet. So see, this is a client we have. And this is the AWS server. Okay. We want that this client, which is a public client, okay, can access our AWS server, which is private. So what we have to do, we have to create a VPN tunnel between them so that this public client can access our AWS private server. This is known as side-to-side VPN. This we'll understand later. But main concept right now is how to connect our VPC with the VPN. Okay, so I'm starting with the lab portion.
Can we do the theoretical part? I mean, no.
Sorry?
Because the lab portion is too easy for me.
See, actually, I have given you the list already. I'll show you again. Okay, we have agreed on some topics that we have to complete. So I've included, I've asked you about the topic and we need to just see this lab of VPN connections. Let me just share that sheet to you.
But we can skip it.
Okay, you want me to skip it?
Yeah.
then we require next 2 hours to complete the VPN site-to-site connectivity.
I mean, we can only have 1 hour, and then the hour for this.
Okay, we can have, I can start with 1 hour. How much, so let's see how much is complete, and if you want, we can just continue, okay? So I'll start directly with VPN site to site. You don't want to go with this lab, right?
No.
Then I'm just starting with the topic of VPN site to site connectivity. Let's see how much we will be able to complete in the 1 hour. Okay. So let's start with VPN. So the topic that I'm taking is AWS site to site VPN configuration. See, usually what happens in major companies, they will just ask you to do this configuration and they will select you because this is the hardest portion when we connect and create a private terminal. Okay. So just try to grasp the steps. So by default, see, first I'll explain you. We're using the diagram so that will make a sense to you. So this is our AWS. This is our VPC. And this is the subnet we have. And this is another data center we have. And we have the instance here. So this is our AWS server, which is in Mumbai region. This is our VPC. Okay. And this is a subnet that we have created inside a VPC, say 10.1.0.0/16. Okay. And this is connected with the router. Okay. And this is an availability zone. This is another AWS account which is working in Singapore region. Okay, this is the EC2 instance we have. Now assume a condition here. Okay, what happens? Say you have a company. Okay, you are working in a company, and you are the CEO of the company. Okay, your complete website, your everything is running in the Mumbai region of AWS server. Means on AWS cloud, you can say every detail about your company, your website, and everything is running on. Okay. Now you are at home as a CEO of the company. You want to work from home. Okay, and you are sitting in your home and you want that I can directly, instead of going to the go and asking for the company to share me the details, I can directly access all the details from the AWS cloud, right? So we want that this EC2 instance can directly connect with the router here and can access this subnet. Okay, so what we need to create, this is the condition you are understanding. Okay, making sense to you? So what we want, see, this is our, you can say, this is our customer. Okay, customer or the person who wants to access your AWS cloud. Okay, and this is the AWS server on which all the informations, all the websites or everything is running on. Now you want to access this. Okay, here is an internet gateway, router another, and you want that from Singapore region you can access the AWS cloud of the Mumbai region. Okay, so what we have to create, we have to here create a tunnel. Okay, this tunnel is known as VPN tunnel, and this connectivity is known as site to site connections. Means from one side you are trying to access the AWS cloud server into another site. This is private and this is public. So try to understand the theory first and then we can move to the practical part. So by default, instances that you launch into an Amazon VPC can't communicate with your own network. Okay, so see, this is a condition. By default, what happens, an instance that you launch into an Amazon VPC cannot communicate with your own network. Means this is your own network, right? And here in the Amazon, you have created a Amazon VPC. Now what happens? You can't access this Amazon VPC from your own account because this VPC is created in Mumbai region and this VPC is created in Singapore region. So now to do this connectivity, okay, so to enable the connection, you have to establish site to site VPN connection. Okay, this is clear why we create a VPN connection. What is the requirement of creating a VPN connection? Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now some of the following terms which are very important, that is VPN connection. Now, what is VPN connection? It is a secure connection between your on-premises equipment and your VPC. Now see, I have taken an example of different region. Okay, instead of this different region, you can have a device. Okay, this device wants to access your VPN subnet. This VPC they want to access. Okay, so similar, either you take another region and create an EC2. This, what is this EC2? This EC2 is a device only. It is a virtual machine, right? So this device wants to access your VPC connection. Okay, so what a VPN connection is? VPN connection is a secure connection between your own premises equipment, that is your EC2 instance in this case, and your VPC that you have created in the Amazon account. Then VPN turn an encrypted link where data can pass from the customer network to or from AWS. Okay, so I told you this is your VPC and this is your EC2 device, right? So we want that this device can access this VPC. So we require a tunnel which we call, through which the data can be transferred from this VPC to EC2 or from EC2 to VPC. This tunnel that we will create is known as VPN tunnel. So each VPN connection includes 2 VPN tunnels which you can simultaneously use for high availability. So try to understand. So VPN tunnel I'm talking about, it is an encrypted link. Encrypted means the most secure link. The data that you are transferring from this tunnel is very much secure, where data can pass from customer network, means this is your customer network, EC2 instance, to or from AWS. So from AWS, either you can send the data to EC2, or from EC2, the data can go to the VPC. Okay. So in this tunnel, this data flow of data is going on. Okay. So each VPN connection includes 2 VPN tunnels. So by default, they create 2 VPN tunnels for you. But in use, we will use only 1 VPN tunnel. In any case, if this tunnel fails, for the security purpose, we can directly enable the second one, so that there is no connectivity loss. That's why we create two VPN tunnels, okay, which you can simultaneously use for high availability. Now, two conditions are there. Either one fails, then another one is used, or in that case, where the data is very much high, where data is very much large, and we want two tunnels that are required, that the data is coming from one tunnel and going from the another tunnel. In this case also, the two tunnels of VPN can be used. Getting it?
Oh, can you explain in another way?
Okay, so what happens?
About the tunnels, because so
See,
that's including the VPN connections is tunnels, right? They are
it's
tunnels.
like a form of tunnel. See, this is your house. Okay, you are living in.
Mm-hmm.
This is your house you are living in. Okay, this is your office. Okay, now you have a pathway, a tunnel between your office and house. Okay, here is a complete market. Okay, here is also a market. Here some factories are there. Here some more offices are there. But what is your requirement? That I want to go from my house to my office and from office to my house. So you have created a private pathway, private tunnel for you, so that the data can go from office to your house and from house to your office. Getting it? So it's like a form of a tunnel they are creating for you, so that your data can be so these extra, you can say extra networks don't get involved in the network of the two, and this becomes very much secure. Okay, so here in this tunnel, from house to office and office to house, data is being transferred, and this tunnel that they have formed between the two is known as VPN tunnel. Okay, like we have tunnels, no? Under tunnels we have, overhead tunnels we have, multiple tunnels we have. So it's like that. They're connecting our VPC with the device. Getting it? So that device can connect with the VPC.
Okay. Got it.
So another concept comes in. That is customer gateway. Okay, and AWS account, resource, which provides information to AWS about your customer gateway device. Now see, your VPC that you're creating is very much secure. Okay, so they have an option in the VPN connectivity that which customer or which network can access my VPC. So they create a customer gateway table. Okay, in the name of customer gateway table, they create, and there you have to specify the public IP of the network or device that you want that they can connect with. So the device is with us. We want this device to connect with this VPC. So we have to provide the public IP of this device. Only then this VPC will be able to create a VPN tunnel between this VPC and the device. Okay, similar thing is said here. AWS account resource which provides information to AWS about your customer gateway device. Okay. Making sense to you?
Yeah.
Great. Then customer gateway device. Physical device or software app on customer side. Now this will be enabled in the customer side. Okay, the previous one we talked was in the AWS server. It was enabled here. Now this customer gate device will be a physical device or a software app on customer side. Now customer side have to, this customer that, or you can say customer or device that we are using, they should have the information to which VPN they want to connect. So the private IP of this VPN should be with the device. Only then they will be able to access the connectivity of the VPN tunnel. So here the difference is you should have the public IP of the device, but here you should have the private VPN IP of this PC, or you can say AWS server. Making sense to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Now, so how this pattern follows, try to create a step-by-step algorithm. Okay. So first of all, we have to create 2 VPCs. Okay. So 2 VPCs we have to create. One will be in, for me, I'm creating it for you. So one will be in Mumbai region and another will be in Singapore. Okay. This will be your AWS server. And here you can say this will be your custom name. So then you have to create, I'm using Linux here. Okay. So create one Linux machine in both the VPCs. So in both these VPCs, what we have to create Linux machines. Okay. Then take RDP of it. Okay. Remote desktop protocols you can select for it for this Linux machine and apply the security groups. These 3 security groups are mandatory when you want to create a VPN tunnel. Okay, so one is SSH, another is TCP, and another is ICM. Okay. So once you have created two VPCs are created, and inside each VPC we have created Linux machine, and inside each Linux machine we have enabled RDP, and these three security groups you have to enable. Then you have to now go to Mumbai region. Here you have to create a virtual private gateway. Okay, getting it? So now what we are doing, we are setting up our complete environment for the AWS server. Okay, how AWS server will know that we are creating a VPN connection? So for that, first step is go to your AWS server account that is in Mumbai region, and there you have to go and create your virtual private gateway. So once the virtual private gateway is created, then you have to now create customer gateway. Okay. Now, after the creation of a virtual private gateway, you have to create inside the Mumbai region only, you have to create a customer gateway. And in this customer gateway, you have to enter public IP of Singapore EC2 instance. Okay. Now see, we have to specify this because we need a connection from the Singapore siteway. Okay. So that's why here public IP we have to specify, and the public IP should be of the customer end. Wherever your customer end is, you have to provide its public IP. After this, create site to site VPN connection. Okay, then you will find an option to create a site to site VPN connection. Still we are in the, this is also you will find in your Mumbai region. So this all settings, this one, this is also in the, we are doing in the Mumbai region. This one also we are setting up in Mumbai region. Okay, so you will find site to site VPN connection in the Mumbai region. You have to select it, and then what you have to do, you have to add subnet of customer end. Now what is subnet of customer end means that while you are what you have created is this. So this is your AWS account. Inside this you have created a VPC. Okay, VPC you have created, and here inside this you have created a subnet. Inside this subnet you have created a Linux machine, right? This is in the Singapore region I'm talking about. The customer end we are talking about. Okay, Now what you in the site-to-site VPN, what you have to provide, you have to add the subnet ID of the customer end. So the subnet ID that we will be having, I think so 10 point, let me check just, we have created a diagram now. So here, whatever be the subnet ID, I think so 2 we can take. Okay, this will be the subnet ID. So this subnet ID, you have to specify 0.0.0/16. This subnet IP you have to specify in the site-to-site VPN of the Mumbai region. Then what you have to do, you have to now go to route table. Okay, inside the route tables, first of all, you have created this subnet, and in this, while creating the subnet, you have created a route table for this subnet. We know, right, all these steps, we are clear that while we are creating a VPC, first of all, we create a VPC, right? Then we create a subnet. Then we create an internet gateway. Then we create a route table, right? These steps we have already done. Okay. Now, in the route table of this particular subnet, okay. So in the route table of this particular subnet, you have to go, and in this, there's an option of route propagation. Now, which route table I am talking about right now? I am talking about the route table which is available in the Mumbai region. So the route table that is available in the Mumbai region has a subnet ID of 10.1.0.0/16. This one. This subnet should be having a route table. Now we have to go in this route table. Okay, here you will, in the route table, you will find an option of route propagation. Okay, there you have to specify to which route you have to propagate. Okay, after this, the last step you need to do is you have to go to site-to-site VPN. So the connection of site-to-site VPN will be there, and in this there is an option called the download configuration. Okay, this is very much important because in this download configuration, this is a type of text file, but in this you will have all the informations like how to connect your VPN of AWS account to the customer end. So every detail will be in this configuration file of the connectivity between the AWS and the customer end. Making sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you, I'll show you the complete connectivity. We are connecting it now. So this is your AWS. This is your VPC. This is availability zone. And inside this availability zone, we have a subnet. Okay. So this is our AWS cloud, right? Working in Mumbai region. This is our VPC we have created. This is the availability zone One you can say. Okay, and this availability zone we have created in the Mumbai region. Okay, and when we have created this availability zone, what we have done after creating this availability zone, we have created a subnet here. Okay, in this subnet, we have given this subnet ID as this one. Okay, and after the availability zone is created, we have a router here, and outside the VPC, we have an internet gateway here. Okay, now we have a device with us. We have one device with us. You can say this is the device. Okay, and is the availability zone. Okay, and we have created this here. Similar machine I'm creating again. Okay, now this is your AWS which is in Singapore. Okay, this is the VPC you have created. Availability zone you have, which is in Singapore. Now here we have a subnet. Okay, 10.2.0.0/16. Okay, and inside this subnet we have EC2 instance. Okay, now what we are trying to do, first of all, I told you we have to create all these So we have, according to our discussion, we have created an AWS account. In the AWS account, we have in the both, one is in Singapore, one is in Mumbai. Okay, both VPCs we have created, availability zones, subnets we have created, and with this subnet, they must be having an attached routing table with them. Here you can create a routing table also. So this is the routing table for this subnet. Which is attached to this subnet. Okay, so similar things we have created till here. Now what we have to do, first of all, 3 new things you need to understand. We have discussed, yes. So first thing, we have created a Linux machine. This is created a security groups we have added. Okay, so first you have to create is your, in this you will have to create first is virtual private gateway. Okay, once you have created your virtual private gateway, inside this virtual private gateway, after creating this, the second thing you have to create is your gateway, sorry, customer gateway. As soon as you create a customer gateway, they will ask you to enter the IP, public IP of this VPC. VPC, public IP they will ask you. Okay, so you have to provide a public IP to this customer gateway, and as soon as you give the public IP to this gateway, they will create a connection between this VPC and this VPC. Then third thing you have to do, after creating it, you have to create a site to site VPN connection. And in this, you have to add the subnet ID of this Singapore region to this VPN connection, site to site VPN connection. So now this subnet is connected with this subnet. Okay. Then the last thing, in the routing table, what you have to do, you have to allow route propagation. As soon as you enter the route propagation of this routing table into this routing table, our routing tables will be connected. So there is a connection meant at each and every step. Okay, if you miss any of the one connection, this will not work. So you need to be very much careful. As soon as you complete the routing site propagation, you will see your site to site VPN is ready. And here you have to download a configuration file. Getting it?
Yep.
Any doubt in this connectivity?
No.
Yes.
No doubt.
We require another 1 hour to start the practical. Otherwise, the theoretical part is complete. Like I explained you everything that you need to know about VPC site-to-site connectivity. So if you want, we can have a practical, else we can complete with the theoretical part.
I mean, I just need the theoretical part. Because I mean,
Yeah, you only require the theoretical part?
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So you don't want to continue with the next sessions, right?
No.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, all the best for your paper. Hope
Thank you so much.
clear the paper with the good colors of mask and you get the certification that you require.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, any doubt you must be having, just consult me on WhatsApp and I'll solve it for you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kanika. Thank you for teaching.
Yeah. Thank you and have a great day and a good paper, both.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.